My fiancé said, "Stop telling people we're engaged. It makes me look desperate." I replied, "Good to know." That evening, I quietly paused every wedding booking she thought was confirmed. 2 nights later, her best friend knocked on my door at midnight, shaking, and said, "Listen, you need to know what she confessed in front of everyone tonight. I'm Marcus, 35, and 3 weeks ago I learned that sometimes the person you're planning to marry is planning something entirely different." My fiancée Lauren and I had been together for 4 years, engaged for 6 months. We met through mutual friends at a summer barbecue, started dating exclusively within 2 months, and everything felt natural. She was ambitious, social, always had plans and ideas. I'm more laid back, steady, the kind of guy who prefers quiet dinners over crowded parties. We balanced each other, or so I thought. The engagement happened last October. I proposed at her favorite restaurant, the one where we'd had our first date. Nothing extravagant, just me, her, a ring I'd spent 3 months saving for, and a heartfelt speech. She said yes, cried happy tears, posted about it on social media within minutes. Her friends flooded the comments with congratulations. My family was thrilled. Everything seemed perfect. Wedding planning started in November. Lauren took the lead, which I was fine with. She had strong opinions about venues, colors, themes. I just wanted her to be happy. By February, we booked a venue for September, put deposits down on a photographer, caterer, and florist. Lauren made spreadsheets, Pinterest boards, group chats with her bridesmaids. I signed checks and showed up when she needed me to make decisions about centerpieces or napkin colors. But around late February, something shifted. Small things at first. She stopped wearing her engagement ring as often. Said it got in the way at work, that she didn't want to damage it. Fair enough. Then she started being vague when people asked about wedding details. "Oh, we're still figuring things out," she'd say, even though we had everything booked. The breaking point came 3 weeks ago on a Saturday evening. We were at dinner with her college friends, Lauren, me, and 3 of her closest girlfriends, Jess, Madison, and Claire. The conversation inevitably turned to the wedding. Jess asked about the venue, and I mentioned the vineyard we'd booked. "Yeah, it's this amazing place about an hour north," I said. "September 14th. You're all invited, obviously." Lauren's face tightened. She forced a smile. "Marcus, we don't need to bore everyone with details." "I'm not bored," Jess said. "I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this." "We're still finalizing things," Lauren said quickly, shooting me a look. Madison jumped in. "Have you sent save the dates yet?" "Next month," I said. "We're getting them designed now." Lauren set her fork down harder than necessary. "Can we talk about something else?" The table went quiet. Her friends exchanged glances. I felt my stomach drop, but didn't push it. We finished dinner in awkward small talk and left around 9 p.m. In the car, Lauren was silent. I drove us back to her apartment. We still lived separately, planning to move in together after the wedding. When we got inside, she finally spoke. "You need to stop doing that." "Doing what?" "Telling everyone we're engaged. Talking about the wedding like it's this done deal." I stared at her. "Lauren, we are engaged. It is a done deal. We've put down deposits. We've sent invitations to family. I know, but it makes me look desperate. Like I'm this girl who can't stop talking about her wedding. It's embarrassing." "Desperate? We're engaged. People expect us to talk about it. I don't care what people expect. I'm asking you to tone it down. Stop bringing it up every time we're with friends. Your friends brought it up tonight, not me. And you jumped right in. You always do. It's like you're trying to lock me in or something." "Lock you in?" "Lauren, you said yes when I proposed. You posted about it online. You've been planning this wedding for months." She crossed her arms. "I know what I said. I'm just asking you to be more subtle about it." I felt something cold settle in my chest. "Good to know. What's that supposed to mean?" "It means I hear you. I'll stop talking about it." She looked relieved. "Thank you. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just need some space around this." "Sure. Space. Got it." I left her apartment around 10:30 p.m., drove home in silence, and spent the rest of the night staring at the ceiling. By 2 a.m., I'd made a decision. Update 1. Sunday morning, I started making calls. First to the venue. Explained that we might need to postpone due to unforeseen circumstances, and asked about their cancellation policy. They said I could pause the booking for 60 days without penalty, after which we'd forfeit the deposit. I paused it. Then the photographer. Same story. They agreed to hold the date for 30 days while we sorted things out. Caterer, florist, DJ, I went down the list. By Sunday evening, every vendor had been contacted. None of them canceled outright, but everything was on hold. Pending. Uncertain. Lauren texted me Sunday afternoon. Hey, sorry about last night. I was stressed. Want to grab lunch tomorrow? I replied, can't tomorrow. Swamped with work. Rain check. Sure. Love you. You too. I didn't feel guilty. I felt numb. If she wanted space around the engagement, I'd give her space. All the space she needed. Monday and Tuesday passed normally. We texted, nothing deep. She didn't mention the wedding, and neither did I. Wednesday evening, she called. Hey, I'm having drinks with the girls on Friday night. Jess's place. You're welcome to come if you want. I'll pass. You have fun. You sure? They'd love to see you. Yeah, I'm sure. I've got some stuff to catch up on anyway. Okay. Love you. Love you too. Friday came. I spent the evening at home, catching up on shows I'd been meaning to watch. Around 11:45 p.m., my doorbell rang. I checked the peephole and saw Claire, Lauren's friend from dinner last Saturday. She looked upset, mascara smudged, hands shaking. I opened the door. Claire? What's going on? I'm so sorry to show up like this. I didn't know what else to do. Can I come in? Yeah, of course. She stepped inside, and I could see she'd been crying. Her hands were still trembling. I got her a glass of water and sat across from her in the living room. Listen, she said, her voice unsteady. You need to know what she confessed in front of everyone tonight. My blood went cold. What are you talking about? We were at Jess's apartment. Me, Jess, Madison, and Lauren. We were drinking, talking, having a good time. Then Madison brought up your wedding again. Asked Lauren if she'd finalized the dress. And Lauren she broke down. Broke down how? She started crying, saying she didn't know if she wanted to get married, that she felt trapped, that she'd been seeing someone else. The room tilted. She what? She's been seeing someone from her office. A guy named Derek. She said it started in January, right after you booked the venue. She said she didn't mean for it to happen, but she felt like everything was moving too fast with you, and Derek made her feel free or some bullshit like that. I couldn't speak. Just sat there processing. Claire continued, wiping her eyes. Madison asked her why she didn't just break up with you then, and Lauren said she didn't know. That she loved you but wasn't in love with you anymore. That she was scared to call off the wedding because of what people would think. So she's been stringing me along. Yes. And Marcus, I'm so sorry. I wanted to tell you sooner, but I didn't know if it was my place. But tonight, when she admitted it all, I couldn't just sit there. You deserve to know. Does Derek know about me? I don't think so. Lauren said she told him she was single. Of course she did. Claire reached across and squeezed my hand. I'm really sorry. You're a good guy. You don't deserve this. Thanks for telling me. I mean it. She left around 12:30 a.m. I sat in my living room until sunrise, just thinking. Update 2. Saturday morning, I texted Lauren. We need to talk. Can you come over today? She replied an hour later. Is everything okay? Just need to talk. In person. Okay. I'll come by around 2. She showed up at 2:15 p.m., looking nervous. I opened the door and let her in without a word. We sat in the living room, the same spot where Claire had been 12 hours earlier. What's going on? Lauren asked. You're scaring me. Claire came by last night. Her face went pale. What? She told me about your confession at Jess's place. About Derek. About how you're not sure you want to marry me. About how you've been cheating since January. Lauren's hands started shaking. Marcus, I can explain. Don't. I don't want your explanations. I just want the truth. Are you seeing someone else? She didn't answer immediately, which was answer enough. Yes, she finally whispered. But it's not what you think. Then what is it? I was confused. Everything was happening so fast with the wedding, and I got scared, and Derek was there, and I made a mistake. A mistake that lasted for months. I know it's horrible, but I never meant to hurt you. You told your friends you're not in love with me anymore. She looked down. I said that in the heat of the moment. I was drunk and overwhelmed. Were you lying then, or are you lying now? She didn't answer. Does Derek know about me? No. So you've been lying to both of us. Playing both sides. I didn't know what to do. I was scared to call off the wedding because I didn't want everyone to judge me. So you were going to marry me anyway? Just go through with it, even though you're sleeping with someone else. I don't know. I hadn't decided. I stood up. Well, I've decided for you. We're done. The engagement is off. Marcus, please. I already contacted all the vendors. Everything's on hold. I paused the bookings 3 days ago. Her eyes widened. You what? When you told me to stop talking about the wedding, when you said it made you look desperate, I knew something was wrong. So I protected myself. Good thing I did. You can't just cancel everything. I didn't cancel. I paused. Gave us time to figure things out, like you've been telling everyone. Now we've figured it out. We're done. What about the deposits? What about them? You can deal with that. Or Derek can. I don't care. She started crying. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Can't we work through this? No. Marcus, please. I love you. You love the idea of me. The stability. The wedding. But you don't love me. If you did, you wouldn't have spent 4 months with someone else. She tried to argue, to explain, to negotiate. I just stood there, arms crossed, waiting for her to finish. When she finally ran out of words, I walked to the door and opened it. You should go. This isn't over, she said, wiping her eyes. Yes, it is. Don't contact me unless it's about splitting up our finances or returning the ring. She left. I closed the door, locked it, and felt the weight of 4 years lift off my shoulders. Final update. That was 3 weeks ago. Lauren tried calling and texting for about a week. Long apologies, promises to end things with Derek, pleas for another chance. I didn't respond to most of them. When she asked about the ring, I told her to keep it or sell it. I didn't want it back. Claire, Jess, and Madison all reached out to apologize and express support. Jess said she'd suspected something was off, but didn't want to interfere. Madison said Lauren had been acting strange for months. Claire said she felt guilty for not telling me sooner. You told me when it mattered, I said. That's enough. I heard through Jess that Lauren's relationship with Derek imploded 2 weeks ago when he found out she'd been engaged the whole time. Apparently, he felt used and lied to, which is fair. Lauren's been trying to reconcile with him, but he's not interested. My family took the news surprisingly well. My mom said she'd never fully trusted Lauren, that something always seemed off about how she talked about the future. My sister said she was relieved, that she'd been worried I was making a mistake but didn't know how to say it. I've been doing okay. Better than okay, actually. The apartment feels lighter. I don't have to walk on eggshells or wonder what version of Lauren I'm going to get. I don't have to plan a wedding for someone who wasn't even sure she wanted to marry me. Last week, I officially canceled all the vendor bookings. Lost some deposits, but not as much as I would have if I'd waited. Most of them were understanding when I explained the situation. The venue coordinator actually thanked me for being upfront and professional about it. Claire and I have stayed in touch. She's been checking in, making sure I'm okay, inviting me to group hangs with Jess and Madison. They've essentially excommunicated Lauren from the friend group, which I told them wasn't necessary, but they insisted. She lied to all of us, Jess said. Not just you. We thought we knew her. Turns out we didn't. I ran into Lauren once, at a coffee shop last Tuesday. She was with someone, not Derek, someone new. She saw me, looked like she wanted to say something, then changed her mind and left. I didn't feel anything. No anger, no sadness, just indifference. My buddy asked me yesterday if I regretted the 4 years we spent together. Not really, I told him. I learned what I don't want in a partner. That's valuable. You're taking this really well. Because I dodged a bullet. Imagine if I'd found out after the wedding. After kids. This is the best possible outcome. He laughed. That's one way to look at it. It's the only way to look at it. And it is. Lauren showed me who she was, and I believed her. She wanted space, so I gave her all the space in the world. She didn't want to look desperate, so I removed the things she thought made her look that way. She wanted to keep her options open, and now she has all the options, and none of the security she was clinging to. Meanwhile, I'm free. Free from the doubt, the lies, the performance. Free to find someone who actually wants to marry me, not someone who sees marriage as a social obligation or safety net. The ring's in a drawer somewhere. Maybe I'll sell it. Maybe I won't. Doesn't matter. What matters is I'm not wearing it, and neither is she. Edit. People keep asking if I ever confronted Derek. I didn't. That wasn't my fight. He found out on his own when Lauren's lies caught up to her, and he made his own decision to walk away. I don't owe him an explanation, and he doesn't owe me one. We were both collateral damage in Lauren's inability to make a choice. Edit 2. For those wondering about the deposits, I lost about $3,000 total across all vendors. Could have been worse. Could have been $30,000 if I'd waited until after the wedding to find out. Money well spent on dodging a disaster.